Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD) is a common lung disease that reduces airflow and causes breathing problems. It is sometimes called emphysema or chronic bronchitis. In people with COPD, mucus can damage or clog the lungs. Symptoms can include cough, something with septum, shortness of breath, wheezing, and fatigue. The most common causes are smoking and air pollution. People with COPD are increased risk for other health problems. COPD cannot be cured, but it can improve with no smoking or being exposed to pure air. Beginning vaccinated to prevent infection and be taking medication, oxygen, and be receiving in pulmonary rehabilitation.
Intel is about its pathophysiology, where elastic fibers are affected, caused by emphysema and turning into EPOC, causing the destruction of alveolar walls, leading to hyperinflation, which is air trapped in the lungs. Loss of elastic lungs lose their natural ability to deflate, and respiratory flow restriction. Air has difficult in the lungs due to airway obstruction.
EPOC involves the participation of various cells of the immune system and respiratory epithelium, essential for lung defense, repair, and regulation. Among the most important are globular cells, alveolar macrophages, and lymphocytes. Globular cells produce mucus to trap harmful particles, but in EPOC they are overacidic, generally express mucus, bronchial obstruction, and respiratory distress. Alveolar macrophages, key to the immune responses, are also overacidic, releasing inflammatory mediators that damage the alveoli. Lymphocytes, especially T cells, are involved in chronic inflammation and defense against infections. Their constant activation can aggravate lung demand. Treatment includes bronchodilators, corticoids, and antioxidants.
And I explain what is the relationship with COPD, in this case in Spanish is EPOC. What is the relationship with a fundamental pathology, right? For study COPD, it's a chronic obstruction pulmonary disease, right? It studies the basic mechanics designs, and this is a classic example of how those mechanisms operate in the human body. In the fundamental pathology, we have inflammation, cellular degeneration, and cellular adaptation, right? These are pathology will have a COPD. What is important? The importance help to understand the pathogenesis. What is the origin, right? Origin with the designs of the pathology. We'll finish service example with integrated chronic inflammation, tissue repair, and cellular adaptation. That was a relationship we have COPD in the fundamental pathology.
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is a serious respiratory condition that affects millions of people, primarily caused by smoking and exposure to environmental pollutants. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is a serious respiratory condition that affects millions of people, primarily caused by smoking and exposure to environmental pollutants. It involves chronic inflammation damage to the alveoli and obstruction of airflow, primarily linked to smoking, with genetic and environmental factors all contributing to its development. It involves chronic inflammation, damage to the alveoli, and airflow obstruction, primarily linked to smoking, with genetic and environmental factors also influencing its development.